Hey guys, welcome to Scooter Nightcrawler's Great Outdoors. Actually, it's my house. But with that said, I want to show you guys what I'm so excited about. I finally got my first jet sled. I'm new to the ice fishing scene, so getting all this new stuff is kind of fun and exciting, especially when you're gonna like maybe tweak it, make it your own. With that said, I kind of thought about getting a, just a plain Jane black one, but I do a lot of duck hunting and stuff like that, so I figured, what the heck, why not go out and get me a camouflage one. So anyways, I got the camouflage model with the jet sled. It says all-terrain camo ATC. It's just plain Jane. It's kind of probably a smaller model, about all I could afford. But anyhow, it doesn't really have anything on it except for a couple GoPro tabs that I can add my GoPros to, and then I put one on the back of the. Alright guys, so kind of like I said, it's just a plain Jane jet sled, camouflage, all-terrain camo. I did go ahead and upgrade this thing because I want people to know who I am. I'm Scooter Nightcrawler, and I'm in the great outdoors. So anyways, I made a little upgrade there. I got the tabs like I told you about the GoPros, kind of up there, and then there. They're just sticky tabs. And then I also have, the logo on the other side. And then I got one white one first. What I'm going to do is start out with kind of like my basic necessities that I want in the boat, or not the boat, the jet sled. This is a cooler, and I was talking to Jordan actually about putting the cooler in there, and he's like, we usually just go back to the truck and eat or whatever. I was like, okay, that makes sense, And then I was like, I got this cool camouflage, green cooler with deer on it and everything. Rubbermaid, nice, heavy built, sturdy. Like, man, that makes some nice storage area. So, with that said, I'm actually going to use this still, but I'm not going to use it as a cooler. I'm going to use it as a storage unit. So we're just going to put it in the back, and it actually fits. It just fits, just perfect in there. It even has little handles that you can lock it into place. I'm thinking about putting some, what do you call it, tie straps in here to hold it in place. But first, before I do that, I actually bought a piece of steel angle iron. Nice heavy duty. So what I want to do is like lock it into place with this piece of iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically put it where I think I need it, and maybe mark it off. But like, I want to leave a little bit of an area back here because I'm actually going to put my fishing rods back here, and I'm going to put some foam in here, and I think that's going to work really well. Just some heavy duty foam. You see it? This heavy piece of foam. It was actually a lot thicker, and I cut it in half. But I'm going to basically put and wedge it in between here and here, and it's going to condense it. It's going to condense it really tight. So what I want to do is get it back here as far as possible, and then kind of get this in here and kind of maybe mark it where it is now, right? But I want it to be condensed so that foam condenses and it locks up against the jet sled's wall. So it's nice and tight, and then I can put some fishing rods back up in there. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and make a mark here, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so like I told you, I'm going to mark basically where it needs to be. and that's snug up against there, you know. So what I want to do is I want to condense it. So like if I need to condense it, just depends on how much I want to condense it. If I want to condense it in 1 inch, then I need to mark 1 inch deeper, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a ruler and kind of make sure I got exact measurements on the same side, and then subtract 1 inch and make another mark. Okay? And then also I'm going to actually mark it a little longer for the length. Not much. But like, I'm just gonna make it a little longer, just in case if for some reason I made a mistake or something. Basically, I'm gonna go cut this off right now. I'm gonna cut it off out in the garage so my wife doesn't kill me, because I'm lucky to even be doing this in here, but like my garage isn't heated, and yeah, so I'm gonna go cut this out in the garage. I'm also gonna drill a hole right in the middle of that, and right in the middle of this, I'm gonna drill a hole there and a hole there. It's basically in the middle of this little ridge. What I plan on doing, I can't do it tonight because I don't have the hardware. I do have a hardware store just right up the street, but anyways, I want to drill these, pre-drill these, and then I want to bring it back 1 inch further. Probably just use the dang angle iron itself. It's close enough for me. So now I got 2 marks. The original one, which we don't need that anymore. I'm gonna erase it with my phone. All right, leaving that 1 mark there. So next, I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna drill a hole. All right? I will be back. All right, guys, so we got our measurement that we marked before when we had our cooler in here. We marked it with the metal angle bracket. We measured it here, but then we took it back 1 inch, and we just used the body of it to move it back 1 inch. So then when we're going to measure this, on this side is 18 inches. That side looks like it's going to be about 17 inches. So let's see where it's going. So this mark, let's see. Recording. Okay, this mark is just slightly, if I'm right there, it's like right at 18 inches. Okay, so then of course I want it to be a butterfly. I want it to be 18 inches on this side, and it's 18 inches on that side. All right. I think now that I have them both 18 inches, I want to go back another 1/4 inch, because when I had that wedged in there, it was kind of at an angle. So I'm going to move this back an extra 1/4 inch. Extra 1/2 inch. Let's do an extra 1/2 inch. We're just doing approximate because it's just condensing foam is all it's doing. And then if we do a 1/2 inch over here, it's not going to be this mark anymore. It's going to be this mark. So that's where X marks the spot. I'm not using this mark anymore. I'm doing X marks the spot. Okay. All right. So then I may run to the hardware store, which is just a couple blocks away. But for now, I'm just going to drill a couple drywall screws through there for my holes to hold this piece of metal in place. Because I have no patience, basically. Oh, you can't see me. I'd have to bring it up here, wouldn't I? Let's see how this is looking. Can you see that? Make my hole a little bit bigger with a little bit bigger drill bit. So since this is going to be all the way to the edges of the jet sled, I'm going to like knock some of these corners off because I don't want to nick my shin on that or something. Or anybody. Over on the other side there, up there, it's actually right at 17 on the line here. So this looks about perfect. Yeah, that looks about perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and set this in here. And like I said, I'm just putting a drywall screw in here for now or tonight, and I plan to go and get some actual good bolts to put in this. But for now, I mean, that's pretty dang sturdy for now. But we want it to be really sturdy for later. You know, because like we're going to be rocking and rolling in this thing. So, anyways, with that said, I got my what do you call it, GoPro camera mount right here. I'm gonna go ahead and set my predicted what I'm planning on putting in here, my little setup, and yeah, we'll go ahead and show you that what that's gonna look like. All right, guys, so when I bought my GoPro, I got it on Marketplace used, and it came with a shit ton, like a ton of like mounts and adapters and this and that. And this one actually came from a harness that I got on Temu for my iPhone. So I'm basically going to use this until I get a nice GoPro mount that sits like this, up this high. I'm gonna go ahead and rig a bunch of pieces to make it the GoPro stand as high as I want it to, so I can get good footage for you guys. So right here is basically the height the height of my GoPro from the back. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm hoping. I haven't test fitted it yet, but I'm hoping that the cooler is still going to fit in here. So let's go ahead and put that in here. Fit right in here. Still seems to be fitting in here. It might be a little tight. So I already got my tackle in there, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some of my camera equipment in here too to protect that. So I got some, I've already kind of done it, so I kind of know how I like to have it laid in here, and it fits really nicely the way I did it. And who knows, maybe I'll get more stuff, I'll get rid of some stuff, who knows. But a gimbal and a nice tripod, and then actually I took, since we're ice fishing, who knows, I might not need this nice of a hat out there, but it sure does look warm if I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and then just kind of use it to my benefit, and I'm gonna wedge it down in here, wedge it down in there, and then it'll kind of let that kind of sit in there nice and tight. Okay. So now, since we're ice fishing, I do have a Helix 5 and a battery that I also want to put in here, and then can't remember what else I wanted to put in there. Alright guys, so this is what we got so far. We got a place to put fishing poles, we got our GoPro back there, we got a knife back there, we got tackle with the GoPros stored in a nice heavy-duty Rubbermaid cooler. I don't know the dimensions, I just know it fits. I wedged it in there with some angle iron bracket, and I'm going to start adding some more stuff here, and I'll tell you what it is here in a second. Alright guys, so here we're going to add some more gear that I think would be a good idea to add in my jet sled, at least for me. We got a mossy oak, believe it or not, heated seat, plugs into a USB, so I could actually sit that up there, which I'm really thinking about doing, and then plug it into a power source, which I actually have a power source right there. Heated seat, power source. This also has a light on it somehow. There we go. It this also has a light on it. It's got a distress signal and 12.4 volts of energy. It also has a cigarette lighter that you can plug other things into. Okay, so then you see those puzzle pieces that everybody else uses? Well, this is an old seat that you put up against a tree and sit and turkey hunt on. So I'm thinking about putting my knees on this part, and it's nice and thick. You know, it's nice and thick. And then I can put my feet back on this. So that's going to be my foam pad that I put my knees and stuff on. So anyways, I'm putting this up here in the boat like this, right there. And then I got my tackle bucket, and I got like, right now I got like my ice picks and whistles and cleats and stuff in there. I just bought this little cushion seat for that. Put my name on it. Anyways, so that's that. So we're starting to fill this sucker up. Alright. And then I had put in my ice scoop that I just bought. Put it back in here like this. Seems like pretty good in there like that. Last time I had it in there. Put it back in there like that. Worked pretty good. My ice scoop. This and that. Now, also on my bucket, I have a headlamp. It'll also, excuse me. On my bucket here, I actually also have my hats and warm weather gloves and mittens in there and all kinds of goodies in there because I already got my tackle and stuff over there. So I'm basically using this for like clothing mostly. And then it also has a headlamp on here on my bucket, so like if I want to walk with my bucket someplace in the dark, I can actually use my scooter nightcrawler bucket. Isn't that sweet? That's just a gator that I don't plan on using. Anyways, there's that. Alright, so the next little thing that I plan to put on here. You ever get those cordless drills and stuff, and then you either lose them, or they go bad, or you sell them, or you throw them away, or whatever. But then you got a bag left over. Well, look at this one. It's orange. It's one of those rigid brand. So like camo, orange, no brainer. But you got to put scooter nightcrawler on top, of course. So I'm going to use this actually as, I think, a lunchbox that I'm going to put like right about there, somewhere in there. This is going to be a lunchbox. Okay. So everybody's jet sled basically comes with a tow rope, you know, and everybody's car comes with one of those nets. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to incorporate both that tow rope and the net into the boat, or I keep saying boat, I mean jet sled. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to change batteries. So everybody has tied their jet sled's tow rope on there, but like I did something a little bit different. I basically took one of those meshes, those meshes that comes with your car, basically, that you never use for groceries. They just sit in the back and they look like they would be cool, but you never use them, or at least we never do. Anyways, I actually have this net attached. This net, it's all messy right now. How did I do this? So I kind of already got the first side started. Yeah, the first side started. I want to go ahead and do this side to kind of even it out. So go under here, go through here, pull it tight. Pull it tight. Pull it tight. Alright, see, you can just put the excess, I don't know, put it someplace. Put it down there maybe. Okay. So then you got that. And it's starting to get the web effect, right? So this is like this is the thing that you never use. Never use it. But your wife will probably want to use it since we're using it. At least mine will. But I'm not going to tell her I'm using it. But maybe she'll watch my video. Anyways, so we got our little net that we could actually put. Let's just do that, just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles, let's put something in there. Just for an example, we can put like a little sweatshirt in there, or a pair of pants, something. Could put something in there. Okay. If I wanted to take the time, I could probably figure out how to lock it. But I'm not too worried about locking it down, to be perfectly honest with you. Because what I want to do is I want to get and put little tabs along here. Maybe every, however much this is. Maybe like, I got 6 of them. So, well, 1, yeah, maybe put 4 in. So, for tonight, I just got this tied down, but I plan on using bungee cords. I don't have any right now. But that will hold the netting down, the shovel down, blah, 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 blah. So this is the whole thing. Upgrade. It's like for electrical conduit or something. So with that netting, so there you have it. You can see where my iPhone would be. That's where I'll probably put the GoPro. My little logo. Got Kehlani, the dog back there, where she just left. Got tons of kennels and toys. Come for a second, I got a fish. Got one. We got it.